How's it going, students? Next, we're going to talk about representing the people. Now, so far, we've gone over the requirements to become a House member or a Senate member. In order to be in the House, you have to be at least 25 years old, be a citizen for at least 7 years, and you have to live in the state in which you wish to represent. To be a member of the Senate, you have to be at least 30 years old. You have to be 9 years as a U.S. citizen, and you also have to live in the state in which you are trying to represent. Now, although we have these requirements here, there's also some other things that are kind of unsaid, but it's true amongst pretty much all of the House members and Senate members. Most have college degrees and prior government experience, and actually nearly half of the House members and Senate members were former lawyers. Now, let's talk about some of the benefits of being a House member or a Senate member, being a representative or being a senator. The yearly salary is actually $174,000 a year. So, they're making six figures to work January 3rd to July 31st. That's a lot of money. A whole lot of money. A lot of money. Now, although they're making this salary here, there have been times in the past where there has been motions to have a salary increase. Some congressmen and women decide not to accept those pay increases, and then again, there's some that do. So, Now, another benefit of being a House member or being a Senate member is that you have franking privileges. Now, what in the world is franking? Franking is putting that mark over the stamp on a letter whenever you send it, which says that it has been postmarked, it has been mailed. So, congressmen and women, they can send job-related mail for free. They don't have to pay for it. Why? Because we're paying for it. Our tax dollars are paying for that franking privilege that the congressmen and women have. The mail must be job-related, and it cannot be campaign literature. It can be sent out to constituents more than 90 days before an election. Now, the Constitution is going to grant members of Congress some legal protection in some situations. However, this does not mean that they're free to break the law. Although they make the law, it doesn't mean that they can break the law. Now, members of Congress here, they're going to have staff called congressional staff. They're going to have a personal staff which gathers information on issues, arranges meetings, they write speeches, they deal with reporters, and they handle voter requests. They're going to have interns, something I was before, which helps with research or office duties, usually college students like I was, and they're going to be from the home state. Just thinking back to a college intern under the Clinton administration, Monica Lewinsky. Not going to talk about her much right now, maybe when we get to class. Now, there's also going to be pages. Pages are those who deliver messages and run errands. Now, I do know that the North Carolina General Assembly, they do have a high school page program, so maybe if you're interested in that, apply for it. That would be very good on the college resume. Now, congressmen and women, they're going to have committee staffs also. They're going to have expert knowledge about special topics. They're going to draft bills, gather information, organize committee hearings, and all those other things like that. Now, a part of the congressional staff, they're going to have the Congressional Research Service, which is going to look up facts and spell out arguments for and against different types of bills. There's going to be the General Accounting Office. This reviews spending activities of federal agencies. It studies programs, and it recommends ways to spend taxpayers' dollars wisely. Congressional Budget Office is going to provide information and analyses to help Congress create a budget. And the type of work that Congress people are going to do is going to include introducing bills, working on committees, listening to input for and against bills, and voting. They're going to have to do a lot of casework. They're going to have to study things from the past. They're going to have to troubleshoot for constituents who request help dealing with the federal government. They also have to protect the interests of their constituents, because if they don't, they're not going to get reelected. Now, by protecting the interests of the constituents, they're going to work to gain a share of national government spending for their constituents. So while they're in office, they're gonna push to have something done nicely for their constituents, something that those who they're representing are going to benefit from. Now, there's these things called pork barrel projects, or we'll talk about this in class. But sometimes legislation can be about that thick. Now, do you think that they're going to read every single bit of information in here? Yes and no, but sometimes things can slip through. We're going to call these earmarks, and that's government spending that primarily benefits a member's home district or state. Sometimes it's overlooked, and it's in the fat. It's a pork barrel project. Now, oftentimes a congressman's effectiveness is measured by how much pork he is able to bring home to his district or state. It'd be nice to have a congressman or woman who's going to do things for us, do things that's going to benefit us, their constituents. Now, guys, that's pretty much it on representing the people. We're flying through this lesson here, and just make sure you guys are taking copious notes. Make sure that you're studying. Now, as far as the note taking goes, you don't really have to put this stuff down up here. We already know about the House. We know about the Senate. Maybe what is the salary, congressional dates. We know that already. Maybe one question you could put on the left side of the Cornell notes is, what is an earmark, or what is pork barrel legislation? What are different parts of the congressional staff? Who are the members of the congressional staff? Just to throw some things out there. What are franking privileges? What are the benefits of being a congressman or being a congresswoman? So you guys take that, take good notes on it, and we'll see you tomorrow.